Yo guys, welcome back to Really Mate, I'm Dorsey and today we're watching Ted Lasso Season 3 Episode 1. Of course the last episode was Season 2 finale, plenty of things happened, there were hinting at Roy and Keeley splitting up. Of course Nate ended up going to West Ham with Rupert. Keeley herself is finding a little bit of success with her business and stuff like that. Ted is still dealing with his panic attacks. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is going to be the season where that comes to an end. It obviously has to, it's the last season, but I'm looking forward to that for him to get some sort of, I don't know, help or closure or whatever it would be. But I did say in the last episode as well that I really think that's to do with his family problems with his son and him splitting up with his wife. And also the fact, he's in a foreign country, he doesn't get to see his kid enough or as much as he'd want to anyway. So all of that I'm guessing is kind of piling up on him at this point. Because it's been, a couple of years now that he's been managing Richmond. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. If you haven't already, leave a like, comment and a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. To those of you who already have, I love you. And yeah, let's just get into it anyway. Ted Lasso, Season 3, Episode 1. Wait, is he home or...? Oh.
We got distracted. Little guy was trying to unlock Princess Peach on Super Smash Bros.
Totally understand. I once held an entire flight to Sydney hostage until I finished the final level of Breath of the Wild.
Feels like...
I know how you feel. That game had me in a grasp for a long time.
Set up here. The iPad's all loaded up with a bunch of movies, so no need to watch your neighbor's screen, okay?
Maybe something.
There you go. Oh! Hey. That little tiny Premier League trophy?
It's just that until you win the real one.
I wonder if they are going to actually win it this season. Because I know Rebecca reminded me in the last episode that he said he was going to win the whole thing. Was that the end of season 1, I think? Does that actually happen? Like a air hostess is, or whatever she is taking him to the flight. I've never known any kid fly on his or her own, so.
How you feeling?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Yeah.
So how did the drop-off go?
Well, for me or for him? Because I think those are two very different answers. But no, I'm fine. I don't know.
That's actually sick. Can you actually get that? Is that a Lego set?
I knew why I came, but it's the sticking around I can't quite figure out.
You don't quit things, Ted.
Right, being here is doing more hurting than helping at this point,
That's what I did say, kind of.
How many Australians you got on the team?
9.
Oh, rugby. What a game. It's like American football and sumo wrestling gave birth to a baby with huge muscular thighs all caked in mud,
Okay, Ted, I need to go.
So is Sharon going to be, is she actually going to be in this season? Because I thought with her leaving that would be the end, but...
All of them have us finishing last this season. It's every lonely, middle-aged, sports blogging loser writing in his mother's basement.
Well, our 10-year-old Terry started writing a sports blog in our kitchen, which we now call his home office.
Where does your son have us finishing?
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
Well, apparently everyone alive has picked Richmond to finish in 20th place this season.
Well, you know what? I predict all their predictions ain't gonna come true.
To be fair, they probably would be tipped to be last. They've just come up and they've got Ted as a manager. Even though he's done well, they'd still...
This might be a good time for us to update our roster, put some more firepower in the team.
That is a great idea, Leslie.
Ooh, new players.
The fellas we got are already gelling real nice. I think we're gonna do just fine this season.
Ted, this team doing just fine is a far cry from you telling me we're going to win the whole fucking thing.
Whoa!
True.
If you'll excuse me, I have a very important lunch meeting with one Miss Keeley Jones.
Ooh. Hey, tell her we said howdy and... Yo!
Okay.
I wonder if that's going to be a theme for Ted, that he's kind of losing his fight.
Another one! Dead lost! last. What? Dead last. Who wrote that?
Fucking everybody, bro.
Hey, lads. Hey, we ain't gonna get relegated because we're together.
Statistically speaking, most teams who get promoted are relegated the very next year.
Trust you to be honest.
That's what happens in the... Shut the fuck up, young man. It's the Premier League. It's just statistics, man.
Take it away, coach.
This is the best way for us to play this season. The 4-4-2, which is
4 defenders, 4 in the midfield, and 2 up front.
England will play 4-4-2.
England will be playing 4-4-2.
Little prigs have played 4-4-2 ever since they were kids, which means they'll always know what they're supposed to do, and more importantly, where they're supposed to be at every fucking minute of every fucking game against every fucking opponent.
Yeah, 4-4-2 was like, back in the day, that's what everybody used.
How come we never hear of an overdog?
Uberhund. But in English, we say top dog. Or, more specifically, West Ham.
Respectably, West Ham are not a top dog.
There he is, the Wonder Kid himself.
Get out.
Still a twat. I know he's based on Jose Mourinho, but even Mourinho wasn't this much of a dickhead. Like, you could still have a conversation, you know what I mean?
Sports. Thank you. Fuck you, Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan? She really is moving up.
It's like a real office up there. People typing and being awkward and everything.
It's so bananas, right? Oh, and I found out.
I will say it is a really nice office space. Must be doing pretty good.
Does explain why my office comes with fun features like this. Look, watch.
Yikes. But also quite cool.
Oh my god.
I'm so busy, I literally have to make time in my schedule to sit at my desk and cry. Now I've double booked you.
Bless her.
Oh. You know, in the last 3 years married to Rupert, I don't think I cried once. About anything. Not even a John Lewis Christmas commercial.
They are sad, to be fair.
Oi, sucks butt that everyone's predicted Richmond to finish last. I mean, what floppy cocks? You're not actually...
I'm a bit worried that Ted isn't worried enough.
Yeah, but you got like Ted.
That's what I was saying.
Rupert must just be so happy right now.
Who's really gotten stuck in your head these days, huh?
No.
I was about to
Yes,
say that. I
but
thought...
he's not stuck in the same way he used to be stuck.
Oh, yeah, because, like, I thought she kind of dealt with it.
But the me now doesn't feel the need to destroy Rupert's life. No, the now me just wants to beat him.
Ah, I want to beat him as well. The shit out of him.
You, come over here. Come over here. This is the dum-dum line. You, go in for the dum-dum. Try not to join him on the line. Go.
The thing is, right, if this guy that he's just done that to smacked him in the mouth, he'd look at him like, why did you do that?
The Wonder Kid himself.
Hello. How was your trip?
Wonderful. These delightful pre-season prognostications. Yeah, especially poor old Richmond. Can you believe they're picked to finish 20th?
Yeah, because there's no 21st.
Don't laugh too hard, Rupert. You might keel over, you fucking dusty old shite.
Just want to just have a look. Yes, that's my car. Sorry.
How is he West Ham manager still driving that? Can West Ham manager driving around in Mr. Bean's car?
I believe in you.
Thank you, Mr. Rupert. Just Rupert. Plain Rupert. Rupert.
Crawl out of his ass.
There he is. Good to see you again, Coach Lasso.
Yeah, I see you too, Ivor. All right. Come on, fellas. Here we are.
What's he got planned?
Yeah, it's going to be fine.
Is this training or community outreach?
Is that Roy Kent? Dunno. Roy Kent! Is that you?
Get fucked!
Oh, the papers are going to have a field day with this.
Right, come here.
Are you sure you want to watch this?
No, I don't want to, Leslie, but it's part of my job. I need to be ready to comment if Rupert would say something snide about me or the team. Where are they, by the way? Shouldn't they be training now?
They're down a drain somewhere.
Person you are here to see, the Wonder Kid himself, our new manager.
The Wonder Kid. He's hardly a kid. Guy's got grey hair.
Yes, thank you.
How are you and the lads getting on?
Yeah, really great. Getting to know them, getting to know all about.
Yeah, really great. There's Dum Dum, Dipshit, Smelly.
Excuse me a second.
What's he gonna do? Spit or something? He actually.
Sorry, just tie my shoe.
Bro needs to go see somebody, man.
You were a mere kit man, washing another team's underwear. I mean, it must all feel a bit overwhelming for you.
What's overwhelming is the confusion I feel when someone so intelligent looking asks such a stupid question.
Wow, they are like really leaning into him being an arsehole, aren't they?
Hey, fellas, take a look around. What are we surrounded by down here?
Coach,
Yeah, Jamie.
we're surrounded by pooper.
Mm-hmm. That's right. But if you ask me, we're surrounded by a whole...
We're surrounded by poopy.
Say, gentlemen, right now y'all's brains are basically London in 1857. They're blocked up by other people's dookie. Y'all need to make an internal sewer system within yourself and then connect to each other's tunnels. Help each other keep that flow.
The thing is, a great bottle of wine really doesn't need to be an expensive bottle of wine. You get it?
Right there. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Was that Ted kind of saying like you need to open your chakras or something?
All we gotta do is remember to stay connected to one another and let anything we don't need flow right through. Where's it go, Ivor?
Processed through a treatment plant and dumped back into the ocean, where we swim and get our seafood.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I believe it. I live at the North Sea and I've seen some bad things.
Would you like to comment on the new picture of AFC Richmond that's just showed up online?
What picture?
I think I know where the team's gone.
Yeah, well, it makes sense to me. Probably have to train in a sewer because their coach is so shitty.
Look at you, fucking tongue in his bumhole. Nate is an arsehole, man.
Oh, boy.
What?
That little prick.
Who?
Who do you think?
Check this out. Look. What up?
No, that's not.
I better say so.
Hey, lads. Remember, it's just pooper.
It's just poopy. I love Jamie these days, man.
I was on a little impromptu field trip.
Yes, to a sewer, Ted. I know. Everyone knows. Coach Lasso, I'm upset because the team that I own is projected to finish last this season. And my manager decided to skip training and take our players into a fucking sewer.
No, yeah, I can see your point.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it is a bit shitty. Pardon the pun.
Everyone is laughing at us. Ted.
Let them.
You, at our team, at me.
It doesn't mean anything.
And I am begging you, please, fight back.
You got one.
Do you have any response to the comments made earlier today by your former assistant coach, Nathan Shelley?
I mean, he came and got us, didn't he? No doubt about that. Hey, but that's Nate the Great for you. You know, he's the same way on the pitch. You know, he'll find the tiniest little weakness in a team and just want to attack that.
Kill him with kindness. Is this what he's going to do? You know what, man? I get that. Don't stoop to their level.
in the sport now for 3 years, and I still get a chuckle every time someone talks about a handball violation. And not one crack about my appearance? About this mustache?
Exactly that, yeah. Ted's been Ted. And that's going to hurt him more. Because he's not affected. I just love the fact that it's getting to Nate. I don't like the fact that he's just letting Rupert play him. Like, I don't like Nate, but Nate is stuck so far up his arse. I'm surprised he could read the tweets.
Either you think I did something very good, or you guys did something very bad.
Your Uncle Roy and I have something we need to tell you.
Oh, God, what?
We're going on a break.
I couldn't do it, man.
Which is it?
Well,
We broke up.
Uncle Roy and I talked, and you and I can still see each other whenever you want to.
Why? No. Why are you breaking up?
Do you even have an answer for that? Or have you just... Is it that they're grown apart, or...
We're more busy now.
How so?
Keeley's got her own company now, so
This is so difficult trying to explain something like this to a kid.
we had a coach quit, so it's now my responsibility for tactics and strategies and shit.
Roy, I know you're scared about that, but it's gonna...
And they still care for each other, clearly.
And few relationships can survive a major career change. Much less two. My mum and dad split up when I was 4. So one of my core beliefs is that nothing lasts forever.
Damn. She's a smart kid, man.
Uncle Roy?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're doing the right thing?
I don't know.
Like I said, I always thought it was more Roy than Keeley that was feeling that way. So, just in his head, I think. But then again, if Keeley's decided she wanted to as well, then...
You understand why I'm still here?
Of course, to win the whole thing. Universe is alive!
Whoa! What is that?
Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet. Jake gave it to me.
Who's Jake?
I was about to say, who's
Mommy's
Jake?
friend.
That's not good.
Great.
That's not good. Alright guys, we just got done with Season 3, Episode 1 of Ted Lasso, and I think I can see where this season's going. They've hinted pretty heavily on in this episode that Ted is going to be kind of struggling to believe in himself or the team or whatever. It seems like he doesn't believe he can win the league. I mean, it's a hell of a, slim chance that he is actually going to do it, but it's more like he hasn't got any fight, and I think it's because he misses his son and he misses being home. I genuinely think by the end of this season, with it being the last one, I think he'll probably leave and go home. I also feel like that is probably a pretty good ending for the series and like as a whole. I just really hope it isn't on bad terms or sad terms, like I hope he's somewhat successful this season. And I also love the way that he handled Nate in the press conference. Like, he was just like the text from Keeley to Rebecca said, way to let Ted be Ted. He didn't stoop to Nate's level. He was just himself. And while I really wanted him to take Nate's head off, he didn't, and I actually like that more. Because it's just not Ted to do that, it's just not his character. So I really like the way that they did that. Nate, on the other hand, is so gone at this point. I did see, like, here and there, his face was a little bit like, this is wrong or whatever, but for him to be doing some of the stuff he's doing is ridiculous, even to his own players, like calling them dum-dum, and then to attack Ted publicly like that, I don't know. he's just a bit of a lost cause now, Nate, at this point. Keeley and Roy are on a quote-unquote break, but that's been coming a long time. I've said it a couple of episodes now. I've seen that coming. At first, I thought it was kind of on Roy, I thought it was all in his head, but for Keeley to agree, there must be something there, you know? I don't know. I always really liked them as a couple, so I'm not sure where they're both gonna go from here, to be honest. Because there's no other, what I can think of, there's no other love interests for Keeley or Roy. And I feel like the writers wouldn't, get Roy and Keeley together for however long to then in the end for them both to be single. I just can't see that happening really. So unless they get back together at the end, which could happen too, that would be a really good ending to Ted Lasso, to be fair, if they did get back together. But yeah, I suppose we'll just have to see. Rebecca really wants to beat Rupert. Like I said in the reaction, I really thought that she was over it, but she kind of explained it a little bit better. She was like, it's more she wants to beat him this season than anything else, and I can see why. I want to beat him, but I also think it's a little bit unhealthy because she's kind of going at Ted a little bit, saying help me kind of thing, and trying to get Ted, to do something he wouldn't be comfortable with, like she said, fight back. And I think she wanted what I wanted, was to take Nate's head off. But yeah, it's going to be, that in itself is going to be an interesting one this season. If you haven't already, leave a like, comment and a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. To those of you who already have, I love you. And yeah, we'll leave it there. Can't wait for the next one. Until next time, I will see you all later.